Hey guys, what's up? My name is Justin and welcome to another NHL 22 news and rumors video. So I put out a community poll asking you guys what 3 things you guys want me to talk about next, and that is NHL Be a Pro, Online GM, which is GM connected, and Frostbite Engine. So today we're going to talk about NHL 22 Be a Pro, but before we get into that, I'll let you guys know this is strictly my opinions and my opinions only. I might read some stuff off the internet or anything like that. If I get any news from EA themselves, then I'll let you guys know in the video. But right now, the name of the series is just news and rumors. That's why I put it like that. So we're just going to talk about NHL 22 stuff. It just fits better with YouTube's algorithm and search and everything like that. So that's why I named the series NHL 22 News and Rumors. So this is strictly my opinions and my opinions only. You guys can leave your opinions down below in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about NHL 22 Be a Pro. And what do you guys think should be in NHL 22 Be a Pro? Should there be like an actual like story mode? Because they kind of give us a little teaser into NHL 21 with this Be a Pro. Obviously, going to Europe, we were really disappointed in that regarding going to Europe and only playing in like the tournament and actually not playing a full season. All of us wanted to play a full season. We were really excited about it. I was going to create a whole series around just playing in Europe and another series just playing in the NHL. I had a whole thing set up for last year's NHL 21 Be a Pro in Europe. So are they going to extend that and hopefully give us a little bit more freedom when it comes down to that, actually play in Europe for maybe an entire year? I'll be happy with 1 year. I'll be happy with playing in Europe with 1 year plus a tournament to possibly get a better draft pick or just wait another year and see what happens with the NHL draft. See, I can get drafted by a different team or anything like that. I think a lot of people would love that. A lot of people would love just playing a year in Europe, or possibly bring back what we had in the previous years of NHL regarding the OHL or the CHL, however you want to put it, the CHL, which is the Canadian Hockey League, which surrounds like OHL and Quebec Major Juniors and all that stuff. So it just surrounds one league. So the CHL, maybe we could play a full year in that league. Also, maybe we just play, because in this NHL 21 Be a Pro, you only can play like either a tournament in the OHL or the CHL, or you could play a tournament in Europe. And that was it. That's all you got. So I kind of feel like it was kind of disrespectful to the European fans, because it seemed like EA was going to say like, oh, you could play a full year in Europe, you could play Be a Pro in Europe. That's what the advertising and the video they put out really was saying to people. So what the video was saying to people is like, oh, you could play a full year, you could play in Europe, you could play in Europe. They didn't really mention that, oh, it's only a tournament. Like it's only a tournament. If they mentioned that in the trailer or anywhere around the game, nobody would buy it, because nobody wants just to play a tournament and be a pro when it comes down to it. People want to play like a full year and rank up their player before they even get to the NHL or anything like that. So, or maybe have the option when it comes down to be a pro in NHL 22 to actually maybe go back to Europe after your rookie contract is up. Maybe it's like, maybe I just want to play, or when you're close to your retirement in NHL 22, because as in NHL 21, you can actually retire from the game. You can actually retire from the team, from the NHL, which is actually pretty cool, which I'm actually planning on doing pretty soon in my Be a Pro series. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But maybe like your last like 2 years or last 3 years of your prime hockey life, like your prime hockey, like when you're in your prime and everything like that. So maybe you want to spend those 2 or 3 years in Europe and just play in the Europe League for like a year or 2 years or anything like that, and retire in the NHL, but maybe you want to play in Europe for a couple of years, like most NHL players do. Most NHL players, either they go to Europe and play their last couple of years they have left in hockey. Then once they do that, they come back and either do broadcasting or anything like commentary or sports analyst or like come scouts for the team, for NHL team or anything like that. They usually find some sort of job in around their sport, which I think almost every sport athlete does. Well, most sport athletes do. But maybe you will have that option to actually go to Europe and play those 2 years or 3 years that you have left of your career. I think it would be a lot of fun. I think it would be a lot of fun to have and be a pro, and possibly moving on from that to like a story type of deal. Like you can roll a story into that too. You can roll a story right from the beginning. You can start at the age of like 16, 17, like I'm going to make it to the NHL, I'm going to win the Stanley Cup. And you can have like the story mode separate from the actual be a pro. Like the actual be a pro mode, you can have it separated like they had with Madden and FIFA. I believe they had it separated. I know they had it separated in FIFA because I played FIFA in their story modes, and I love their story modes. Those story modes was actually pretty good, and they actually continued the story on throughout the 2 years or 3 years that they had it in the game. I thought it was actually a really cool idea. But with NHL and all that stuff, and having like 2K's career, like 2K's career for like ML for NBA, top notch career mode. I wish NHL was just like it, would just like with 2K's NBA kind of like career mode where you can actually go to the gym, actually work out, and maybe play some pond hockey with your teammates. Maybe hang out with your teammates for a little bit. Maybe go to the gym with them, work out, and create more chemistry between you guys. Because if you guys hang out off the ice, you kind of create more chemistry on the ice. It kind of correlates in between. And it even happens in real hockey too. If you hang out with your teammates in real hockey, like you hang with them and like all that stuff, you're going to build more confidence and more what was I trying to say here? I completely forgot what I was saying. But anyways, you build that confidence and that chemistry with your teammates off the ice. But once you get on the ice, you know where that player is going to be. You know where your friend's going to be. He's either going to be behind you on your left or your right. He doesn't have to say a word. You know where he is going to be on the ice, which is perfect. Which most NHL players actually work towards. Like when they actually do practices together and everything like that. Maybe add scrimmages into be a pro. Maybe add scrimmages into be a pro so we can actually have that chance to maybe do practice the pass across or practice like some different moves, or maybe like I'll flip the puck from our end to their end and my friend or my teammate catches it in their zone before it goes offside, before it counts as offside, he grabs the puck and he scores. That's a beautiful play. If you could pull that off, I've seen a lot of people pull it off in this game and it's absolutely beautiful. But maybe you can actually have that, have the practices, have the scrimmages, have the hangout times with your teammates, build chemistry with your teammates, build on and off ice chemistry, and like we have so many options with Be a Pro that EA couldn't introduce into Be a Pro this year and next year and the years to come. But we also got to think of about the pandemic. We also got to think about the pandemic and how much that infected game developers as a whole. Despite how EA is just awful at developing games each year, and it seems like they're just copy and pasting and all that stuff. And I completely agree with you guys. I completely agree with you guys. They're copy and pasting every year. They're adding new game modes, and I'm putting that quotations. Basically, they're taking new game modes, renaming them, saying they're new, but they're not new. But anyways, so we got to think about the developers. We got to think about the people that are actually making the game. The 2 or 3 people that are actually making NHL 22. We got to think about those 2 or 3 people. and I'm highballing it with that 2 to 3 people. But we gotta think about them, because other game developers always are having issues developing their games during the pandemic. And I know the pandemic is getting over with. People are getting more and more vaccines and everything like that, which is great. But we also got to think that there's, here in Canada, especially in Montreal and Vancouver and BC, like these parts of Canada where the EA offices are and where they're developing these games, there's limitations what they can do, because their province or their territory has shut them down, and they can't go to work. They can't go into the office, so they work from home. And it's still happening. It's still happening to this day. People, I don't know how it is in Vancouver or Montreal. Montreal is actually pretty close to me. It's about, I don't know, about 9-hour drive, 6 hours, 7-hour drive. It really depends on the traffic and everything like that. But anyways, yeah. So we got a lot of developers had issues developing games this year, and it's still going to continue until like next year. I feel like next year is going to be a really good year for games. We're going to get a lot of games coming out next year. Like, I mean a lot. And we're going to have a lot of games coming out. Maybe could possibly have probably NHL 23 probably has one of the best NHLs they probably make. I'm not betting on, like, NHL 22 is going to be a good hockey game like NHL 21 was. NHL 21 was a good game. When you actually look at the core of it and actually look at the actual improvements they made to be a pro in NHL 21, they added contracts. They added, like, interviews, and they added, like, talking to coaches and players and challenges and all that stuff that we wanted in last year's NHL. They added it this year's NHL and NHL 21. So you got to think about the improvements they made with NHL 21 as a whole. Like, we can't fully say like they didn't like copy and paste it and everything like that. But with NHL 21 be a pro was a huge improvement over NHL 20's be a pro. So maybe this year with NHL 22, they're going to kind of take it easy a little bit more as they did with NHL 21. They took it a little bit easy with NHL 21. Maybe they're going to do the same with NHL 22. And then NHL 23 is where they're really going to ramp up and really change the game, in my opinion. And we have a couple, like, rumors saying that the Frostbite engine will be in NHL 22. I'm going to talk about that in a separate video. So that will be good. But anyways, you guys can tell me what you guys think on what should be added to NHL 22 be a pro. What do you guys think they should be in the game? What they should take out? What they should make better and all that stuff. You guys know the whole deal with me and everything like that if you've been watching my videos and all that stuff. So, but anyways, my name is Justin Prez, or whatever you want to call me. My name is my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Discord will be links in the description down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Make sure you guys hit that bell icon so you can come notified when I upload another NHL 22 news/rumors video, or NHL be a goalie, or NHL be a pro, and all that stuff, or any other videos that I upload to this channel, so you guys can get notified. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Greatest, yeah. And I just wanna be famous, yeah, I just wanna be the greatest, yeah. Man, I just wanna be famous, yeah. And I'm not playing any more games either.